now I'm here living a life I could have never imagined, but also trying to give back still to the community and say, like, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, like I moved to New York City with a suitcase and $700.
Yep.
17 years ago. And here we are, you know, and I was literally broke. I worked at Bubba Gum Shrimp Company. I attended college. I smelled horrible. I had no taste, no point of view. Like, everyone starts from the same place.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Just sometimes, the sequel is better than the original.
Mm-hmm. From setbacks to comebacks, this is Love Take Two. Let's go. Hi, Jose.
Hello, Jamie.
Here we are again.
It's so good to be back in the studio. Every time I come in here, it's like,
I know. It's very warm. If you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, check out the gorgeous studio. Beautiful lighting, beautiful colors.
Beautiful people.
Just really pops. All right, Jose, let's get into it. Let's talk about our guest for today.
Let's do that. Jove Meyer. Mm-hmm. He is one of my closest friends. Mm-hmm. Uncle Jove in our house. We all love him. I'm going to give you the stats here, give you what it's all about. Jove Meyer is a wedding and event designer who approaches his work with a very clear perspective. His work has been featured in Vogue, New York Times. He's been named one of the top wedding planners in the world, and I can confirm that this is true. He also hosts his own podcast, Weddings-ish, where he brings you candid, fun conversations about love, joy, and everything that comes with weddings. Mm-hmm. And he's also on a surrogacy journey right now, which is fantastic. Mm-hmm. I love this conversation that we had with him because I feel like often you talk about, you know, your love take two moment is maybe career driven or your sort of personal journey, your love story. The way that his journey is, it like interconnects both so beautifully.
Yeah, we go a lot into advocacy and being who you are and not playing by the rules, not playing the game. And I think he lives his life that way. And I think that's the beauty of where this conversation went.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are going to love it.
I have a take two, is giving your in-laws your bedroom when they come to visit.
Oh, take two on that one.
Take two on that one.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that. Even when they insist not to take it, I make them take it because I feel weird not.
See, for me, it's cultural. It's like in the Latino community, it's like insulting to put them anywhere else. But mm-hmm. Thomas, his parents are going to come visit, and he would be happy to put them in the spare room. Uh-huh. And I'm like,
absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I think we need to normalize for everybody that, you know, they should, I mean, unless your bedroom is skank. But
I hope you don't have a skank bedroom. That would be bad.
Okay, so my takedown is anything matcha.
Matcha, like matcha tea. It's like, everywhere. Matcha's everywhere.
I never liked it. It always feels very chalky to me.
I like it, but
really?
I feel like there's a place and time for it, and it doesn't have to be all the time. And there's all these matcha cafes now, too. Like,
yeah. I think one is called matcha or something.
I hear that. Yeah, matcha latte. I don't even know.
Matcha ice cream? Like, there's nothing about...
It's actually very good. It's delicious.
No. Take down.
Okay. I like it here and there. So, I don't know. We're going to have to agree to disagree. But I don't want to see it everywhere. You know. My take two, my physical therapist. Take two. I have a neck issue and I have a knee issue that he is working on with me, and he is helping immensely, and it's changing my life for the better. Thank you so much, Dr. Chung.
All right, Dr. Chung.
Yes, my takedown is also Dr. Chung.
Oh.
Because he worked real hard on my neck yesterday, and that's why I'm wearing a turtleneck, because I have like hickeys on the back of my neck.
Wait.
He worked hard.
Can you show everybody your hickeys? That's so interesting.
Show everybody your hickeys.
How did we get the hickeys? How does that?
Because he used the tools, and he
what
really...
What tools did he use?
They're
his
like
tongue?
these metal...
Dr. Chung.
No, it's like physical therapy. He scrapes it. He does the things. And when I got home, when she came home yesterday, she was like, "What happened to your neck? What's going on?" I was like, "Oh, yeah." So take two and take down, Dr. Chung. But he's doing the work. It's fixing the issue for sure.
I wonder if Dr. Chung has any availability for that. I mean, hello. I could use some neck action right now.
Not Dr. Chung getting all these calls from gay men.
He might already have them. We don't know.
You're right. We don't know. Okay. But we want to hear yours too. So if y'all want to drop a comment in Spotify if you're watching there, or drop a DM or a comment in Instagram at Love Take Two Pod.
Yeah.
Get on it. We want to hear yours so we can share them on the show. Take two or take it down?
Take it down.
Take it down. Okay, let's take two on Jove. You see what I did there?
Oh, let's do that.
Let's.
That was great. I love that transition.
It was good, right?
Let's do
We're
it.
getting good at this.
We are.
All right, take it. Roll the tape, please.
Jove,
Jose,
I am so happy that you're here. I love you so much.
I love you too.
And I've been thinking a lot about knowing that you were going to come on this podcast. And one of the things that comes up is like, we've known each other now for 13 years.
Wow.
And I was doing the math.
Oh, I don't like the math.
And one of the things that's been very clear to me is that we continue to get closer and closer and closer. And our friendship has meant so much to me, and now more than ever.
Likewise. That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
I know.
I'm
He's
so
always
glad I have
coming
that
in with the sweet
recorded.
stuff.
You never said all this to me before.
Forever and ever.
I think we should just start with how you would see your own take one transitioning into your take two.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear it from your perspective.
I guess my take one, I was like a young, naive gay boy closeted in New York City trying to make something of himself. And I entered the wedding industry on Craigslist.
Oh, wow.
And I was trying to fit in a world that I didn't fit in, or I felt like I didn't belong in. And I worked really hard to try to be a part of something that I felt ultimately didn't want me the way I was packaged, or didn't support the way that I viewed things. And so I'd say that was my take one, just young, naive, tasteless. I had no taste in the beginning. No, none. I had a bowl cut down the middle because that's all I knew. And I had like all my clothes were used, not vintage, like used.
Where'd you come from? Amish country? Like
Well,
not that. Like I grew up in a cult, so like not Amish country, but like
okay.
Yeah, I definitely like New York City took me in, chewed me up, and I grew up pretty quick.
Wow.
But,
Okay, so your take one was Craigslist.
Craigslist. Yeah, my take one was Craigslist.
Craigslist naivete.
Naivete. Looked for work there and love. It was like a little bit of, two for one back in the day. I feel like no one uses Craigslist anymore.
No.
Does it even exist?
I don't know. It's how I got my first clients was
Oh.
Craigslist.
That was your take one.
My take
and then
one.
your transition into your take two.
That my whole life, I think I never was enough for the place I wanted to be or the place I thought I had to be. But my transition was really realizing that I'm not the one that has to change. It's other people that have to change in terms of like my own sexuality, in terms of who I am in my business and in my life, that there's nothing wrong with me, that there's something wrong with everyone else. In that regard, I'm not saying that from like an egomaniacal, like I'm the best, but like I spent many, many years really believing I was the problem. Being gay was the problem. Thinking outside the box was the problem. Doing things differently was the problem. And that like showed up for me in religion, in work, in when I did corporate events. I didn't really fit anywhere, and I tried to shape shift into fitting where I thought I belonged and where being who I thought they wanted me to be. But my transition was realizing like actually who I am is enough, who I am is wonderful. And if you don't love it, get out of the way because I'm going to be me. So I think that was probably my transition over the course of years.
Yeah.
But I had a big realization one Thanksgiving, actually.
Huh.
I was writing a letter to my family to come out. And it was after years of struggling with my own sexual identity and my faith and who I was and my beliefs and all of that. And it just hit me like, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you. And it was like, I took the power in a way that I had never, ever taken it before. And it changed sort of everything for me, my mindset, my life, the way that I looked at the world. And it was powerful and it was exciting and it was very scary.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't
What year
raised.
are we at when this was happening?
I came to New York in 2008 with the intention to start over and come out in life. I sold my car. I quit my job. I left my faith. And I moved to New York City with $700 and I didn't know anybody. And I thought, I'm going to come here and live my real life. And then the church moved to New York And so I was like,
Oh.
are you fucking kidding me? Like I moved across the country to leave this. And then they made the headquarters in the city that I had just moved.
Is this Mormonism?
No, it's the Moonies.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you'll do a fun deep dive.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, Reverend Moon, mass weddings, Korean cults. It's very, very interesting. So they moved their headquarters to New York. So then I really struggled because I thought like, shit, I came here, I gave up everything to like have space for myself. And so I was in the closet for a little bit longer. And then I think probably around
As a result
2000,
of them moving here.
as a result of them moving here.
Oh, God.
So I think it was around 2009 or 10 that I like really was strong and bold enough to say.
So a couple years.
It took me some time.
You're in your 20s here.
Well, I did 3 years of missionary work. So yes, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, like 24, 25.
Wow.
I'm in my mid-20s.
Like, but you had already left the cult, or you were still kind of low key,
I left. In my mind, I left.
But-
and then I moved to New York.
and then they followed you.
And then literally the headquarters moved to New York.
Wow. And your family was still.
And my family was fully involved. And so I had not come out. I had decided internally, like, I'm leaving the church, but I hadn't come out to them, which would have been the easy way to go. But I was so afraid because once you say those words, you can't take them back.
The gay words, or just
The
that I
gay
want to
words.
leave?
No, the gay words.
You can't take
Because your whole community, your life, your friends, your family, your childhood is that. So
Oh.
it's like I'm going to walk away from all of that for what?
Wow.
I had never dated a man. I had never
Right.
been in a relationship with a man. And all I knew growing up was gay men died of AIDS
Right.
because that's God's punishment.
Evil.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't relate to that. That's not true for me, but it's all I knew.
Right.
In a small town, no internet, no friends, only the church, like
Mhm.
it's really all that I knew. And so coming here, I thought I'm going to move to New York and I'm going to start all over. And then the headquarters moved here. And then they were like, oh, you do events. Like we're doing a gala. Do you want to do this gala? And I thought with my business brain, like I should have a gala.
Mhm.
From Craigslist to a gala feels like a nice jump up. And it was a big gala at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And it felt like I made it, you
Yeah.
know? But then I was back in the belly of the beast. And so then it was like that conflict
Ugh.
for another couple of years because everyone in school, I thought, oh, I'll be honest with my college friends. But then if they found out, someone else would find out, and then it would all go, it would all disappear. It would all go away. So I was like living this very confused double life that I moved to New York to avoid.
Yeah.
But I was in that phase for like a year and a half or 2 years.
Living
Yeah.
a lie.
What I want to know now is how do you describe your take two right now?
My take two, I think, is really not giving a fuck. I think for many years, I wanted so badly to be in the wedding industry as one of the top planners in the world, rolling with
Which you are.
Thank you. But rolling with that crowd that kind of started the industry 25 years ago. I didn't start the industry.
Right.
But in anything I do in life, I want to always strive for the best and to be at the top of my game. And I think I worked really hard to be at the top of my game and to be in that group. And I got in that group and I realized they don't care about me. They don't want me. They don't need me. I'm like a fly in the room to them.
Right.
And I spent my whole life trying to fit in places that weren't made for me. And so I think my take two was really just stepping into me and my own insecurities, knowing that like what I do and how I do it is great and it's enough and it's mine and I don't need the validation of these people or this industry because I have the validation of clients, of people online, of friends, of family. And so I built my own lane instead of taking the lane that I feel like is the one that's expected or the one you would typically take in a career.
It's like you went from needing the approval of your church and yearning for that
Yeah,
to yearning for the approval of
100%.
your chosen industry. So
Yes.
like you just swapped one for the other.
100%.
And then you got to a place where, oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Or it's them. They're the
Yeah.
problem.
It was exactly that. And I think it's like therapy always says you're healing your inner child. And so it's like from a young age, you want so badly the approval of your family. You don't get it. Your church, you don't get it. Your industry, you don't get it. And at the end of the day, I've never fit anywhere. I'm an unorthodox person in the world that I grew up in, but that makes me me. And that's who I am. And that's why people hire me. And it's why people like the work that I do. And I feel like in my career, I have been a salmon swimming upstream. You know, everyone's doing white, pretty classic weddings. And I'm in Brooklyn in a warehouse hanging rainbow fabric from the ceiling saying, let's get married in a circle on pillows, you know? And everyone's like, what? Like, that's not how we do this, you know? They're clutching their pearls, and that's not how we do it in Manhattan or at the Plaza, you know? And so
ridiculous.
It's been my whole career doing that. And so now it's a point of pride. Whereas before, I think it was definitely something I was like, should I be doing this or should I be doing what everyone else is doing, you know?
Right.
I was working at this venue called The Foundry in Long Island City, and I was considered, you know, the Foundry guy. And at the time, you were working at this place called the Green Building, and you were like the Green Building guy. And I had heard about you, and I genuinely was looking forward to meeting him. And you had a table there. And as a planner at that time, like, I guess it was sort of like a transition of planners. I would say the adults of the industry would sort of started transitioning to communicating with each other versus never speaking to each other. And I wanted to model speaking to fellow planners. And so I met you, and there was definitely this moment of him feeling like, who's this guy, like coming to my table when I'm speaking to clients. And what was really cute is at the time you had these like giveaway bags with these bicycle stamps on it.
Yes.
Which was so Brooklyn.
Very Brooklyn, very 2010s.
Very 2010. But even that, you know, even though I make fun of you for that, still nobody was really doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there was sort of a little bit of this thing maybe when we first met.
Yeah.
We moved through that. We got through that.
Yes.
You've always been ahead of the curve. You've always exploded with color and innovation and doing things that nobody has ever thought of. And other people started to notice, like publications, and like, I think people felt like, who is this guy? Why is he? They felt kind of like pushed up against a corner a little bit. And when you were speaking about inclusivity in a way that nobody else was, I feel like some people in the industry even use that against you as a way to sort of push you down.
Yeah.
And when everybody was making these lists, these top, you know, Harper's Bazaar and all these incredible New York Times, you got there all on your own without the support of people in the wedding industry that should have been in support of you. And you got there on your own. And that to me is magical. And as a wedding planner, seeing you do that on your own, I don't have the stomach or I'm way too insecure. But one of the things I'm learning about you is so are you. You also had your own insecurities, but you didn't come across that way all these years. You just showed up as you. But on the inside, you're just fighting all of that for
Uphill
approval.
battle. Yeah, of course. Everybody wants to be loved.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be liked. That's human nature. And then everyone wants their work validated. And in the world of social media and online and weddings, it's a visual game, you know, and then all those lists. And so I think for sure, but in a sea of sameness, my goal was never to stand out. But when I started to really be myself and create work that inspired me, media noticed. And then they started sharing that work because it was different from what was out there. But I think in the world of inclusivity, because my whole life was spent hating myself for something I shouldn't have hated myself for, that religion and society and some conservative folks thinks that, you know, it's wrong to be gay. When I started in the industry, it was illegal to get married.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, I was doing a wedding, and it was in Manhattan, my first Craigslist wedding in Manhattan at the Prince George Ballroom. And it was this fancy wedding. And the couple was on their dance floor doing their first dance, and I was in the corner crying. And I couldn't figure out why I was crying.
Oh.
And then it hit me. I was also very single, like in the closet on the DL dating people on Craigslist. And so I realized, wait a minute, I'm working in an industry providing a service that I myself don't have access to. And it lit a fire under me that I can't explain. And I think it was like all those years of the church saying, you're wrong, you're a sin, you're evil. And to realize I'm in an industry for weddings and for love where we didn't have that right at that time.
Yeah.
And the industry wasn't doing anything about it. And they weren't saying anything about it. They were just quiet. and everything was brides and everything was grooms and everything was straight white weddings.
Mm-hmm.
And so it lit a fire under me. And for almost a decade, I toured the world speaking about inclusivity in this industry. And it wasn't, a light and fluffy talk. I gave it to the people because it came from a place, I think, of hurt and of pain. And if I could help one person, 3 people, 10 people in that room, I would do it. And everyone else in the industry was at conferences doing the fun, light and fluffy conversations, like what's the trend of the year? What's the color of the year? How to build a team, like all reasonable things at a conference, but nobody was talking about it in such a way.
And that's the talk I want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to hear about the color of the year or the,
Yeah.
Like, I had the most low-key wedding. I had a lesbian wedding,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Okay.
Right? But that talk,
Yeah.
I'm tuning in for.
Yeah. Well,
100%, because that speaks to something very real and very true.
Yeah. Discrimination today is still rampant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like we're sliding backwards in our rights,
Without
not
question.
by our choice and not because of lack of effort and fighting
Mm-hmm.
and legal support. But, this administration is strategically attacking our entire community every day. And it has been for a long time. But the industry as a whole, when we needed their help, they threw one life raft for all of us, Instead of like shouting and screaming, they maybe some conferences, once they heard my topic, would put me in the very far back room by the dumpster and not promote it. Like I flew to Vegas for one of these conferences and they told me it was a main stage speech. And then I was in this back corner room.
Oh, wow.
By the dumpster.
I didn't know that story.
And I literally, because the thing is you think the wedding industry is inclusive. You think everyone agrees that love is love. And if you're in the business of love, there's no room for hate. It's not true.
No.
They're quietly homophobic. And they're quietly putting straight white people on the cover of every magazine. And the cover, if you go to most publications' Instagrams, you have to scroll for a while to see queer representation.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I think our wedding industry is going backwards as well.
Yes.
Right? Because when we started,
that's scary.
It is.
When we started, it was very much in the beginning of all right, what else can we see? What else is possible? And then I think people woke up. I think people try to make shifts and changes. But now in the current administration, we're actually seeing people's true colors in our industry.
Yes, we
and
are.
it is wild what
and
we're
it's
seeing.
blatant now.
It's blatant because they've been given permission by the administration.
Encouragement. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like where you used to assume someone was, I think the default was you just assume everyone supported same-sex weddings and marriage equality.
Because we're all there now.
Because we're all there now.
Right.
Marriage equality passed, and so we're all there.
Here.
And then you have the cake thing that comes up.
Yep.
And then you have the venue that wouldn't marry 2 women. And then here and there you have small things. And then community or the wedding industry, maybe they chimed in when there was trauma. But there was never a bold
during
statement.
Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. It's they'll do their, in June, maybe we'll get a little shout out, but the other 11 months of the year, it's quiet. And so for me, it became so infuriating because for that year or those years that I spoke about this, I didn't get paid. No money.
Yeah.
I lost money. They paid for airfare and hotel. But I had to pay for to and from the airport. I had to pay for dog walkers. I had to pay for meals.
The wedding industry is notorious. They're the worst when it comes to payment.
None.
Paid. Yeah.
I'm I'm a keynote speaker at conferences around the world about inclusivity. I'm not selling a product.
Right.
I'm not making a penny.
Right.
I'm literally trying to help move the industry forward.
Right.
And it's wild to me that even recently when I spoke about this in Turkey, they invited me to speak at this conference. I said, great. I'm only going to do a main stage. And they said, fine. They strategically put me the last speaker of the day after a 2-hour break.
Oh, God.
When I tell you I walked into the auditorium that's supposed to have 500 people, there were 4.
Wow.
Did you do it anyway?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's infuriating.
4 people.
And that's now.
That's now. This was
That's
2 years ago.
So
in Turkey. And now Turkey's changed their laws, but yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
so you
now.
had all that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting somewhere, and now we're
Yep.
just to see it from your two's eyes, because I don't know what's happening in the wedding industry, obviously. But that's so fucking scary. that it's affecting everything, every
Yeah.
facet of life. We're going so far backwards.
And it's just confusing to me because some of the most iconic planners in this industry are gay men.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Interesting.
They just are. But not one of them has spoken about inclusivity in their entire career.
No, I
That's
mean,
so
you have
weird.
people like David Mon, who is doing, weddings at events at Mar-a-Lago
For the
Oh.
Trump family.
for the Trump family.
Proudly.
And he's gay.
Yes.
Problematic.
Yeah. To me,
It's
it's
wild.
just so wild. I understand everyone has to work, but like to work against your own rights is something
It's
that
crazy.
I just can't. I can't compute.
No.
It doesn't make sense to me. I'm in a place of privilege. We reject work for clients who support Trump or who are not supportive of our rights. There's no place for it. And I made an ally pledge to that end. And so our clients sign it, our vendors sign it. And I won't work with anyone. I won't speak at a conference. I won't be involved if we're not on the same page about, equality.
Yeah. And I can see people on the other side saying, well, if you can do that, then I should be able to say, I'm not baking cakes for a gay
Yeah.
lesbian couple.
Totally.
Right.
Where I draw the line is, and in the pledge, it's super clear. The two things that are not in the pledge are politics and religion,
Mhm.
because those are choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You choose the religion you want to be a part of. You choose the political party you want to be a part of. You do not choose your gender. You do not choose your race. You do not choose your sexual orientation. Despite much fodder,
Right.
Mhm.
it was not a choice for me to be gay. And the fact that people still think it's a choice is so mind-blowing to me. Like, why would anyone, I'm a logical, intelligent person, why would I choose a harder life?
I know. And if it's a choice, if you see it as a choice, honey, you're the one that made the choice.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You made the choice
Yes.
to be straight.
100%.
Let's be 100%
Can
clear.
you, as a straight person, can you turn on the gay all of a sudden?
Right.
Oh,
exactly.
you can't? Oh, but I can.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It's like, I know that I'm strong, but like, hello. don't think I didn't try to play in the lady pond, but like
The lady pond. I love the lady
yeah,
pond.
good for you. To each their own. I support that. Someone has to. But it's literally like, that's the thing that I just can't. So when people say that to me, it's like, those are the things in my pledge that like, we can discuss those topics all day long because they're a choice.
Yeah.
And we can discuss the range of how religious one is or conservative one is, or if you're Republican or Democrat or independent. Those are choices.
Yeah.
But we will not be having a discussion about one's gender identity, race, because we have no say in that.
Nope.
Misogyny is real. Racism is real. Homophobia is real. But there's a right and a wrong in those conversations. To me, it's black and white. There's no gray.
Agreed. And what somebody is none of your fucking business.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And so if somebody tells you who they are, just, okay, that's
Believe
who
them.
you are.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's not up for
Like,
discussion.
you don't have any say in it.
Yeah.
I am who I am.
Yep.
You are who you are.
Yep.
Also, I don't harm people.
Yeah. Period.
Seriously.
Yeah, your love
Period.
in your life is not harmful.
No.
And the cake situation, the invitation situation, all of that, again, we're not asking for more rights. We just want equal rights.
That's right.
And I don't think people realize, like, with marriage, like outside of marriage, there are over, it's like 1,100 rights that come with that. And so the cake situation is it's wild to me. Like, if you're going to open the door and say gay people are not welcome here, like, where does it end from there? Like, that's a cake. But what if a Catholic doctor, I'm dying, I'm in the ER, and he won't operate on me because it's against his beliefs?
100%.
Beliefs based on what? Beliefs are personal. Religion is personal. It's a journey for you.
Yeah.
It is not meant for you to spread to others. And if you are so happy in your religious life, you should be a magnet that I'm curious about. Then I'm here for religion. But if you have to beg me and create laws to force me to want to be religious, like, it's so backwards to me. I don't understand.
I want to tie back that moment where you were that wedding in the city in Manhattan where you were crying
Yes.
because you realized that you didn't have those same rights. Let's fast forward because this is very much part of your take two. In 2025,
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of being a guest at your wedding. So you were able to get married. And I know that you're also starting a family.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk a little bit about that. What was it like to finally arrive at that place?
It was surreal. I still feel like it's surreal. Like little young me could never have imagined the life I have today, that I'm married to an incredible man, a partner who's so wonderful and has the biggest heart. And, you know, we're starting a family together. It's everything I was told was not possible. It was everything I was told would ruin my life, you know, would kill me, would hurt other people. And here we are currently going through the surrogacy journey, having a child, and we're now doing it very publicly, and the love and support we're getting, but also the number of couples that we're talking to in our DMs who are curious about surrogacy, or I didn't know this was possible, or, you know, the reason you have your other podcast is precisely that. But it's like now I'm here living a life I could have never imagined, but also trying to give back still to the community and say, like, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, like I moved to New York City with a suitcase and $700.
Yep.
17 years ago. And here we are, you know, and I was literally broke. I worked at Bubba Gum Shrimp Company. I attended college. I smelled horrible. I had no taste, no point of view. Like everyone starts from the same place.
Yeah.
And if you work really hard and you set your mind to it and you tune out all the shit that's out there and you stay true to you, you know, you can live a great life and you can find love and you can have the life you imagine despite everyone saying, you know, the contrary.
Yeah, it's profound.
I think when, you know, Avery is going to be 13 next week, which is insane. And then the girls are going to be 11. And so when we started our journey, I remember thinking like, I don't know any other gay dads out there. We need to find other gay dads out there.
Yeah.
And that's when I started NYC Gay Dad. And I hashtagged it a lot because I was like, we need to sort of find each
Visibility,
other.
yeah.
Visibility. And
Matters.
And it did. It worked. Like all of a sudden I was like, oh, you're a gay dad. You're a gay dad. But at the time when social media was just beginning, it's like there was no access. And even though we've progressed as much as we have in the last 12, 13 years, and now surrogacy is legal in New York, I still think that we are very much, speaking about you, like you and Kyle are still very much in the forefront.
It's early.
Of this movement. It is nothing. It's still this early.
Yeah.
And I think now is such a beautiful time to be an advocate. And I'm not surprised that people are reaching out to you. And I know for me, sometimes it could be overwhelming. I imagine it could be overwhelming for you because now all of a sudden you feel this obligation. You feel this, it's almost like part of your new purpose, right? Is in the way that you educated people in the wedding industry. Now part of your new purpose is to educate intended parents.
Yeah.
And you will always do it in a way that's thoughtful and because you want people to succeed and you don't want people to feel the way that you felt. Let them know that it is possible.
Yeah.
And so do you feel like, do you enjoy this new space that you're in?
I enjoy it because I love learning, but I also feel like because we're at the forefront of surrogacy for queer families, there is similarly like not a pressure, but it's different than weddings because it's our child, it's our life, and it's our money and it's our creation. And
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
A lot of money and a lot of intention. Just to take the dollar signs off of it because the trolls love to come at you and say, oh, how dare you talk about paying for your child.
Sure.
Like, people are crazy. People are so misinformed about what surrogacy is.
Yeah. And I think that the bigger conversation around queer families is very interesting as well. But to me, at first I was like, am I sharing this on my social media? Like people follow me for weddings and interior design and color. And why are they going to want to care about my baby journey? But then I realized really the mission of my business, all of my work, is inclusivity at its core. Whether it's through pretty rooms or pretty homes, but like that's what it is, right? Like I spent my whole life feeling like I didn't belong and I wasn't good enough. And if I can help anyone else out there realize that that is a false narrative, then that for me is more fulfilling than a beautiful room, for someone's wedding. And so the baby journey, we started sharing it, and it was all light and fluffy and fun until we lost the first transfer. And that was way more emotional than I expected. And we obviously didn't plan for that. And so we were sort of navigating, what does that feel like to share the more sensitive loss portion of the journey?
Yeah.
And it took us a while. We were sharing real time everything, but that really that was hard.
Yeah.
That was our baby. And when we shared it, when I say hundreds of DMs came in, a lot of love and support, but also a lot of stories. A lot of stories, mostly women and their miscarriages, multiple miscarriages, and their loss that they suffer so quietly.
Yeah.
I was
emotional.
shocked.
Yeah.
I obviously I know it happens. I didn't know at this level.
Yeah.
And that all these people, strangers and friends and colleagues in the industry, people I've seen for years, known for years, I didn't know they've had 3, 4, 5, and the pain and the trauma that they've carried. So for them to be able to share, to have that kind of a space and know that we're not alone and that they're not alone, and to hold each other has been really beautiful. And then when the pregnancy did take the second time around, currently we're at 10 weeks. The baby's a cherry. And so we're very excited to feel the love and support of community and strangers alike. It's a whole other thing. And I'm so happy we're doing it. But it is uncharted territory. I've never put my personal life out there like that before. But I think it's part of the mission, and it's important to do so. Because just like our love is not illegal or wrong, our desire to have families is not illegal or wrong. And for me, I think that's super important to show and to showcase.
And for your kid eventually too. Because what I always say is, before kids, if you're in a taxi cab and the taxi driver is like, "You going to see your husband?" "Yeah, I'm going to go see my husband. He loves football," whatever,
Sure.
right? Okay, whatever. I don't need to tell taxi driver from Queens that I'm gay. I don't have to come out every single second.
Yeah.
When you have kids, you do. When you have kids, you do, because you don't want them, if they're here,
That's right.
they're there,
They're hearing it.
you don't want them to feel the shame or to think maybe there's something wrong with who mom is.
Yeah.
Right? So I say lesbian loud and proud all the time, no matter what company I'm keeping.
Yeah.
And I out myself even when it's super awkward, the time the doorman down the street when we were on our way back from basketball practice said, "Oh, basketball, that's great. I used to coach basketball. You got to be careful, though, because a lot of times the basketball would turn the girls into lesbians."
Stop.
Said that. It's just right, and my daughter's right here.
Blame it on the basketball.
My 7-year-old daughter. I said, well, and it was so awkward, but I'm like, shit, she's right here. I can't let that slide.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, because I'm a lesbian.
And what did he say?
He got so awkward. Then he started naming every gay person he's
They
ever
love to do
known
that.
in his
They
life.
love to do
right.
that.
So, you're developing the muscle now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once the child is here, then it's a nonstop thing.
I was going to say, I've never had a bad coming out experience. I've always been really lucky. Even when I was in college, I lived on an all-male athlete floor.
That's hot.
All the football players. It was very hot. It was very hot. It was delicious.
Take me there.
But
It's like a nightmare to me, but okay.
and anytime I ever had to come out to anybody, I was always very comfortable. It was never an issue. I've never had to come out more and be in these uncomfortable situations until I had children.
Because they assume you had a wife.
It's just constant. You really are constantly coming out and have to over-explain or you want people around you to feel comfortable, and and then the kids get asked, where's your mom? Where's, I've never come out more in the last
with having
13
children.
years
Yeah.
than all the years before.
Yeah.
And you want to do it too because it gives you're exercising the muscle in front of your kids so that your kids learn the vocabulary
Sure.
for when they have to do it because they're going to have to do it
Ultimately,
too.
for sure. Yeah. No matter where you
Right.
live, people have questions. People are curious.
Yeah. So
And this is living in, one of the most
New York City,
liberal,
yes.
that's bubble for
Yeah.
it.
But yes and no. I mean, in this city, in this liberal bubble is where I've been called the F word more than
Oh God.
anywhere else, and it's like even here,
Right.
you know?
Well, we are going backwards. We've just been discussing that.
Yeah.
We are going backwards. And so the zombies are coming out of the graves, so to
Yep.
speak. But like, for instance, like, but my daughter is becoming, she's 12. She's like Avery, same age. She's becoming like a little bit of an advocate in a way. Like, the baton has been passed.
Yeah.
And there was a question on her Spanish test recently that said, in Spanish, what does your dad do after work? And she walked up to her teacher and she was like, I can't answer this question.
I love her.
And he was like, yes, you can. She was like, how am I supposed to answer it? I don't have a dad. And he was like, yes, you do. He's met us. Like, he's met me and my wife.
Wow.
Yes, you do have a dad. No, I don't have a dad.
Like a biological
Ask
dad?
everybody in this class.
Or just saying, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And she like argued with him. I mean, she could have just not been a dick and like answered the question and been like, she could have
She's your
said,
child.
right. She could have said in Spanish, I don't have a dad. She
Yeah.
could have just put that down
Yeah.
and then that's answering the question.
Yeah.
But that question was problematic on two fronts. What if your dad doesn't have a job?
Or what if your dad is dead?
What if your dad's dead?
Yeah.
What if you're a single mom?
Yep. Inclusive language isn't just for us.
Right.
This is the thing that infuriates me also is they're like, you want everyone to change their language for you. I'm like,
Right.
no, it's
It's
just
for
being
everyone.
thoughtful for everyone.
Everybody.
It's for
Like
everyone.
for everyone. And even I'm catching myself in this new parenting journey. Like, yeah, we're not a dad and a mom. And I'm sure like the forms that we fill out, it's just like the wedding industry when I was like, change your language. All you have to do is where it says bride, put client, put, marry your number one, lover, unicorn, like any other word,
Yeah.
bridal suite. Like, why is it called that?
Right.
If you're having a CEO of a big corporate company come to your event space, are they going to go to the bridal suite?
Yeah.
Call it a green room. Like, why are we so obsessed with this heteronormative language that we can't change it?
I know. It's crazy.
And it's really so simple. Like, if you boil down my talk around the world, it's like two things: change your language, change your images. It's like really not that hard. But the first frontier was like marriage. And then the next one is families in terms of advocacy. Like when you go to hotel websites and you're looking for all-inclusive properties for kids and families, show me one with a queer family.
Yeah.
Show me one.
And don't just do it like poster boy. Like,
Yes.
Like then you have to like walk
Yes.
the walk.
Yeah.
Like don't just put it there. Just to
You have to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like when queer families, like when we check into hotels, the number of times when Kyle and I travel abroad and they're like, oh, 2 beds?
Yep.
Beds.
I was just going to
Two
bring that
beds?
example on our honeymoon.
On your honeymoon?
On our honeymoon.
No.
See, you have one bed here. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can add one.
And also,
No.
when you say, yeah, like recently we were somewhere and they were like 2 beds. And I said, no, it's 1 bed. And the look on their face.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for me, the difference is I allow grace and I allow room for growth. Because I think if we don't allow people the space to change and we
Yeah.
just cut them out and we dismiss them, then we're never going to get anywhere.
Yes. True.
We all need space to change. And so every moment is a moment for education, but it's repetitive. It's every area of your life,
Yeah.
from when you're booking a honeymoon or a vacation to your doctor. You know, like even now I have a new primary care doctor because I finally have insurance from marriage. And so he's a straight man. My former doctor was a gay man. And he doesn't really know all my needs. And he's a little bit uncomfortable, I sensed. And so my therapist, who's gay, was like, oh, go to this person. They get it. And they're not going to be awkward and they're not going to make it weird. And they know the right questions to ask you. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, thank you. Like, it's true that we don't need different. We just need the same. And we just need it to be equal for everybody. And
Yeah.
that's what I find so hard is like, I don't want a gay marriage. I just want marriage.
Yeah,
I don't want a
that's it.
gay family. I just want a family.
It's the same.
I don't need a gay car. I just need a car.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want a gay house. I just want to. It's all so wild to me.
Get your head out of the gutter and
Yes.
stop thinking about what we
Yes.
what's here or what
Correct.
we do in bed. I don't think
Correct.
about that about you.
No. And
Don't think about it.
No. And taking religion, cherry picking your religion to normalize hate to a community of people who really don't need any hate, who've been downtrodden for most of our existence, is to me evil and maniacal and the opposite of what love-centered faith is all about. It's like, show me the verses where Jesus says to love. Like, let's count those verses where he says, which he never talks about homosexuality, not once does he say anything.
Yeah.
Yet religion and religious organizations are the largest cause of hate for queer people. It's like, it's so backwards to
Yeah.
me that if homosexuality is so bad, why is it not in a 10 Commandment?
Mm.
Why is it not written clearly multiple times in any way, shape, or form that it's horrible?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is where I'm just like, and if you're going to cherry pick religion and say like, oh, but I'm like, okay, so if we're going to really live by the Bible here, are we stoning women?
I know.
Still? Are we eating pork? Are we cutting our hair? Are we washing? Like,
Do we have to go to the red tent for a while?
What are we doing here?
For 5 days?
I just learned last week that the original scripture, the Bible, even what is it, Leviticus, or I forgot which one.
Oh, Genesis
talks
is the
about
first.
homosexuality.
Yeah, Leviticus is like the law.
It wasn't in the original writings.
Even have a word
Did you know that?
for-
Did you know this?
I know that the word homosexuality was printed in the Bible in 1965.
Right.
They added it in 65.
But the word that was used at the time, it was translated, but the original translation was that men shall not lie with children.
It was pedophilia, yes.
And then it shifted.
It shifted.
So it was never even there from the beginning.
Sure.
It's all just fabricated.
It's all,
We're going to piss so many people off.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
But you know what? Like, at what point? Like, the thing is your religion is your personal choice.
Exactly.
And if you want to worship a god, multiple gods, like whatever you need to do to live a better life for yourself, I support that.
Sure.
Where it changes for me is when you take that and you say other people need to do it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they don't do it, they're going to be punished.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big no-no for me. Like, freedom of religion is your freedom. You're free to believe. I'm free not to believe.
Just don't harm people.
Just treat each other with respect, dignity, kindness, and look for understanding.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like that Pink quote. I'm going to quote Pink.
Well, she's the
Just
best.
I mean, because I think of it all the time because it's so right on. Like when somebody asked her, what's the advice you give your kids? She said, I don't care who you are. Be who you want to be. Just don't be a dick.
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 That's a good interview.
Don't
And
be
at the
a
end of the
dick.
day, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's true.
Just don't be a dick. I'm not hurting you.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I didn't start advocacy until my kids were born, right? Publicly, I should say. And I think about legacy quite often. And whenever I post something, I always think about what my kids 10, 20 years, when they look back, what are they going to see?
Yeah.
I want them to be proud. The thing that I find so beautiful about your journey is that you started advocacy long before your first child comes into this world. So when your child is in their 20s and their 30s looking back, what's beautiful about your journey is that they're going to see so much advocacy work long before they came.
Thank you.
And I think that is something to be super proud of, because you didn't know that even having children was possible when you were doing your advocacy work. And so that's what makes your journey so pure and so authentic and something to be so proud of.
Thank you.
As a dad to be.
I appreciate that. For me, there is a fire, and there's just no excuse for hate.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And I've made my frustration really clear with the industry. To me, it's like, you know, a conference wanted me to speak somewhere where it's illegal to exist. Like you can't even exist. Like gay people, it's a crime to exist, punishable by life in prison or the death penalty, which is still legal in 64 countries. That's wild.
I know.
And to me, I said, okay, so if it was illegal to be a woman here, would you host it? Oh, well, that's different. How?
How? Right.
I wouldn't support that. It's wild to me that society, the wedding industry, fertility, every industry, we are still a second-class citizen in mindset, in thought, in proportionate funding, in advertising, in marketing, in all ways.
My show is considered niche, and I can't get like big brands
Because you're queer.
because it's
you're queer.
Queer families.
Yeah.
So you're just too tiny. You're
Oh,
too
yeah.
niche.
Oh, let me tell you, my whole career, I've missed opportunities for being too loud about the gay things.
The gay things.
If I was quiet and followed along, I'd be everywhere. I'd be on all these things. I'd be, if I played the game, my life would look very different. I'd feel hollow inside.
Right.
But to me, it's so much easier for people to follow the path and not speak up. But how can I stay silent when it's literally people's lives we're talking about? I'm not talking about petty things like, you know, the boucle will fit faux boucle. This is Do you know what I mean? Like fabrics and colors. And I could do that all day and I love it.
Oh my God, that was
But
so
like,
funny.
sorry, no shade.
No
shade
It's
to
on
you or you
it's
or
on my
you.
couch.
I love the studio.
MCM
It's gorgeous. But
fix
this is
now.
Yeah, it's definitely faux boucle. But which is like was trendy, like the mason jar back in the day. Anyways, I could talk about that all day long, but like, where's the mission? Where's the life-altering, life-changing work? Like, I'm not going to get up every day and just make pretty things.
Right.
When I could also change people's lives. And yes, that happened. I have the fire because my whole life I was told the opposite. But many people struggle in life.
Yeah.
And what do you do with that pain? Turn it into power.
Yeah, agreed.
Like if everyone spoke up, everyone, women for women, queer people for queer, but also if we as the minorities, Black and brown people, women, gay people, if we came together, we are the majority.
Yeah.
I know.
But for some reason, they have all these little things pinning us against each other.
That's right.
But we are the majority if we put aside our own differences against whatever that is, the gays and the lesbians, whatever this, we don't have anything. But you know what I mean? Like historically, there's like drama between the two.
Gays and lesbians. Yeah,
Yes.
drama.
But like if we all put aside our differences, we would be the majority in our country.
Yeah.
And we would have the numbers.
World.
Yes.
We need to talk about
It's
that
true.
more often for sure.
It's so
Yes.
true. And what I'm getting from this, the moral of the story is don't play the game.
Don't play the game.
Don't play the game. Play your
Don't
own
play
game.
the game. Play your
Say,
own game.
Play a different game. Yeah.
What is something that little Jove
Oh.
would be shocked to learn about Jove today?
Yeah. That you can have the life you always wanted. Yeah. It's not impossible. You're not going to hell. You're not going to die of HIV because you're gay. You are beautiful as you are. And the life you always wanted is available to you.
And you're going to get it.
And you're going to get it.
And you're going to get it.
And it's gonna be more than you could have hoped for.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. Having a baby fund for a wedding registry.
Take two. I did that.
You
100%.
did it? Yes, you did it. I was thinking of you.
100% we did it. We live together. We have everything we need. We could buy our own Dyson. We have the knockoff because we're reasonable. But the biggest thing we wanted support with was the baby.
Yeah. For those out here who are wondering what that is, and you should all do it, you instead of getting a gift registry, you start an account and say, put money in so we can
For the baby.
make our family.
It made a big difference.
Oh, that's
like
amazing.
people were very generous. People, I think if you're going to someone's wedding, you love and support them and you want the best for them. And they know we're embarking on this journey that's hundreds of thousands of dollars and we are normal people. And that money made a big difference for us. So I'm really glad we did it. And I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at how many people stepped up and gave probably more than they would have if it was a napkin or a punch bowl.
that.
For
Like,
sure.
also, we live in New York City. Like we have our apartment's like this big. Like,
Yeah. We don't have space.
I don't have space.
We don't have
I don't
space for that.
So
Everybody
yes,
got space
take
for that.
100%. Take two
Take two.
In 2026, where are we with draping?
for events.
Yeah.
I'm still at take two. It's having a resurgence. It's funny that everyone thinks it's like new.
Right.
I don't want to say like I did it in 2015, but and 16 and 17. But I'm here for it. I'm a take two. I feel like creative draping. I feel like I'm loving it. I feel like the different textures and fabrics and watching people transform an otherwise uninteresting space. I'll say take two for dramatic draping. Take down for basic draping.
Yeah.
That whole conversation was like this to me.
Yeah. So
Gorgeous.
draping back in the day for weddings, you would just cover unsightly things. So if you were in a ballroom,
you would have covered my whole venue.
You stop. That's a whole other conversation we
I know,
can
it's
get
like,
to
then-
if you
then
want, but
why
it
did
feels
you
maybe
pick the venue?
sensitive. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
actually, it was really cool. It was Housing Works bookstore. It was
Oh, that's
a
the
used
best. I love it.
bookstore.
Why would you
Why'd you
cover the
cover
books?
that?
No, the books were beautiful.
That's the best part.
It's very rundown.
No, it's not run down.
Oh my
She's
God.
rustic.
She's
she has
rustic.
stories and character.
Oh, wow. Look
Yeah.
at how you
Jove and I already mad at her for covering the books.
Yeah, I would not allow you to cover the books
I
there.
didn't drape.
But what I'm saying is draping is typically in a room, like a hotel ballroom that's unsightly. You don't like the
Gotcha.
wallpaper. You don't like the walls.
You just
You
drape.
put up a white or ivory drape all the way around.
Oh, and
And that was kind of like basic draping 101. Now what the kids are doing is they are draping entire ceilings, entire walls, but they're playing with the drape with structure, with pins on the back and creating shapes and movement. Or like hallways into what was a hallway is now a moment. And you're walking through like a cave and you're like, what's going on? It's next level. And I am here for it.
Silk flowers.
Oh, this is a hard one for me. I think take 2 in moderation.
Okay.
I don't think a whole wedding of silk flowers is appropriate, but flowers are expensive. They're a living product. You fly them, you know, they impact the environment when they're flown in. So I think something that's high up in the sky or used mixed in with fresh, I'm here for that.
In amongst the drapery.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Okay,
you know,
Jamie.
we're not no, but depends. Depends.
It's not a no.
I don't want to
It's
take you
not a no.
down, but like it's not a take 2.
Okay, got it. No flowers in the drapery.
No, you can. It just depends on how it's
I love
done.
how deep we're getting into this.
Yes, this is my whole world. This is what I love. This is what I could do night and day.
This is amazing.
So yeah, in moderation, I think yes.
Bringing back the original Housewives of New York.
Ooh, bringing
With the
back the
OGs.
OGs. Well, you know they're now on E, filming in Florida.
They are?
They are.
Like the OGs, like Jill and like Ramona.
You don't know the Jill of it all?
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
you don't know the Jill of it all?
I know what happened with Jill recently, what she did, the
Yes.
rant.
So she lost the show.
Yeah.
Oh, so she was on it?
She was leading the new cast of the OGs in Florida.
She had been working hard.
She
to get
had
this
been working her
years.
whole career to get back to the Housewives. This woman, her whole existence, her whole identity is Housewives. And she lost it. And she was shattered. And she tried to crawl back with Bethany, crawl back with the network, crawl back. Finally, her take 2.
Oh my God.
Was Housewives on E in Florida. She announced it. You could see this woman was thriving. Her life was made. We were all collectively so happy for her.
Oh my God.
We were so happy
that's
for her.
Happening?
Then, Super Bowl.
Oh, then the Super Bowl.
She
Okay.
made her racist comments that there were no
More than
white
one.
people.
Yeah.
It was why was there no
so bad.
English? Also incorrect and incorrect.
Yeah.
But
all wrong.
all wrong. Literally the next day, they removed her from the show.
Yeah.
And the rest of them are still there?
And then they put Dorinda in because she wasn't originally in the show.
I love Dorinda.
Yes.
My wife loves Dorinda.
Yeah.
And she doesn't
We
even
love
Who
Dorinda.
doesn't?
So is it a take 2 or take down of the new?
E
Yeah.
of the new E?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I feel like, of course I'm going to watch it. I love them.
Of course we are.
It's somewhere in the middle. I don't know. This is so hard for me. I can't take down the Housewives because I love them. But I'm nervous that without Bravo and without New York City, it's getting a little MAGA.
Yeah.
It's getting a little
it
scary down
definitely
there,
is.
you know.
But you know what? Honestly, this goes back to what we were talking about. It's like behind the veil. Because there's permission now.
Yes.
And we kind of always suspected.
Of course.
The Hamptons.
We always,
right?
yes.
But now,
Now it's like becoming a
Truth
little
of it
bit
all.
more clear.
The veil has been
Let's see.
unlifted.
Yes.
And it's like watching a car accident. Like
It
driving
is.
by a car accident. You can't help
There's
but
But that's
nothing
why
you
we're
can do.
watching. That's why.
Exactly.
Did you see the Jill Zarin Instagram post
The
from
one.
Zarin Fabric?
Oh yes.
Oh, it was iconic.
No.
So she doesn't own Zarin Fabric, but we all thought she did.
Yeah.
She sold it a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
So the day she made that post, Zarin Fabric posted a picture of her face with a red X on it that says she doesn't own it. She has nothing to do with us. And it's literally her family member that
Oh my
posted
God.
it. It was the
Whoa.
wildest post
Whoa.
ever. People want nothing to do with her anymore ever again.
Well, drama. That's
it's
the
all
tea.
drama.
Well, Joe,
it's all drama.
I know
Yeah.
we could be here all day, but
I mean, especially Housewives.
we got to pay for the
It's a problem.
studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm worth it.
You are worth it. You are worth it. You are.
Thank you.
Jove, I love you
I love
so
you.
much, and I'm so
This
happy
was
we got to
so
have this
great.
It was so
opportunity.
fun.
Oh, I love you.
Love you too.
Well, folks, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And make sure you're following us, subscribing, and liking on all of the social media.
Write us a little review, rate it, do all the things, and make sure to follow us.
Yes, it's at
Love Take Two Pod. That's Love Take Two Pod. Do all the things. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.